Hey everybody, just continuing with our paint stream tonight. Hope everybody's doing great. Gonna be working on some Iron Man some more. Had a little bit of a late start, sorry about that. Hope everybody can hear everything really good. Hope everybody's had a great Monday. Let's see here. All right. He's looking pretty good. We got some gray tones laid down. Got my wet palette all fresh now. It was bugging me last time. Hopefully it won't bug me this time. Alright, so I think I used graphite last time to get these base grays. I want to go a little bit lighter with them. So let's see what see what we can find here. We only want a little lighter and kind of shade up. That seems darker. This seems nice and light, but I want a little something between. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop a little bit of this. Okay. Come on, wet palette, work with me. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Should give us that sheen I'm going for. Okay. Don't want to mix with this brush. Come here. Old Krusty. This brush's name is Old Krusty. Because he's Old Krusty. Yeah, perfect. gonna be kind of like a highlight, but not really. Kind of like a weird paint by numbers where we're painting the inside. Let's find that reference here. There he is.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Down 5 here. Back with another video.
Whoa.
Today, I'll be showing you guys
Hold
how to
up.
make Good Book King and starting this.
There we go. May have gotten a little overzealous there. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's continue with that. I like how that's looking. Very nice. tip on this brush just has to get wild sometimes. I think the thing with armor is that, like, you gotta find the right way to make it look expressive without just making it look like any other machine, I guess. I'm gonna try to do it with these gray tones. Come on, brush. Do what I say. Oh, I need to learn my lesson not to put my finger up there. I think gray, along with any other like neutral tone, or like those base colors, you know, black, white, gray, you know, essentially. I think those are kind of harder ones to try and express. But I don't have time to be perfect with this, because I gotta get this done for the challenge. This and a whole nother model. I've been taking too much time on other stuff and neglecting this, but that's okay. I'll fix it. I can get a couple models done in a few days, right? With my slow painting. Ooh, I like that. I like how this is coming out here. have to look at a couple renditions of Rescue, I think, to try to find a good color for the for like the lighting effects and whatnot, like the eyes and the arc reactor and stuff like that. I think problem is, like, outside of going straight to the comics, most of the Rescue stuff is going to be the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff. Now I'm trying to go for the comic version of the Rescue paint scheme, but yet on the Iron Man armor, just for funsies. I like the original Rescue color. The kind of like rose red and not platinum, but like silverish gray. I have to cut that wild sable hair, aren't I? Oh, Ando, thanks for the follow. How you doing tonight, buddy? It's been a hot minute since we played some games, hung out. Hope you're doing well. What's up, bud? Hope everything's going good. Saw you were streaming some Need for Speed, taking a break from Squadrons, I guess. If anybody else is watching, Ando is pretty darn good at Squadrons, Star Wars Squadrons, which is a great game. I need to get back and play that. I haven't played in a while because I've been kind of on a Rocket League kick lately. But I got this nice HOTAS that I need to use. Nice. Yeah, I used to play a bunch of the old school Need for Speed games. I used to be ravenous for those things. One of my favorites was the. It's gonna date me a little bit. I'm a little older here, but the original Need for Speed Hot Pursuit was pretty great. I liked some of the supercars that they put in there. I especially loved the Ital design. Nice. Underground 2. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I really liked the ones where you could be the cop or be the one running from the cop. Those were always pretty fun. I liked the extra challenge of not just racing against someone else, but like racing against like a different kind of aspect too. Oh yeah, I used to play those on for some reason I always played the Need for Speed games on PC. Outside of like maybe some of the ones that were on PlayStation. Like some of the earlier ones that were on PlayStation. New Most Wanted, yeah. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I'll have to check that one out. I have a EA Pass or whatever, so I'm pretty sure those are on it. So I'll have to check it out. Um, I really love Burnout. That one was pretty darn fun. Um, and recently, haven't played it in a while, but I recently played I like the Forza open world ones. Those are pretty fun. I like the Colfax, thanks so much for the follow. You guys are awesome. Hope everybody's doing great and having a great night. I'm just painting some Iron Man. I'm painting him in the original comic rescue colors for Marvel Crisis Protocol, made by the guys at Atomic Mass Games. Just laying down some of the gray here. So, yeah, lots of concentration. Oh yeah, Gran Turismo, yeah, on PlayStation, man, I loved. So when I was younger, couldn't afford a PlayStation, so we would, me and a few friends would like go raid the Best Buy and play their whatever store was around. We'd play their demo versions and yeah. So the Forza games, actually, if you do the Microsoft Game Pass, they have a Game Pass for PC. It's they come with all the Forza games. So if you really want to try them out, the Game Pass is like $10-15 or something like that. Nice. So Colfax, the metallic, the rose right here. It's like a rose red. It's actually it's just a folk art. You can get it at pretty much any craft store like Michael's or whatever. It's called Regal Red. It shows a little darker, but it's actually a bit more pinkish, rosish in hue. And I like the color so much that I decided to not do the Tony Stark Hot Rod Red and gold. And I thought it matched really well with the comic book version of Rescue, the original Rescue armor that was made for Pepper Potts. Is like this kind of like gold and silvery. It's not really silver, it's more grayish, metallic gray, but not like it's not super shiny, I guess. And so like it just I really like that rose color, so I decided to go with that. Yeah. I mean I could have layered down some Hot Rod Red and just kind of made it Tony's armor, but everybody's doing that, so might as well just kind of make it kind of fun and be like, oh yeah, Tony got stuck in the rescue armor and that's what he's doing today. So hopefully the audio is coming through okay. Hopefully I don't look too terrible. My face usually scares everyone around, so yeah, exactly, Colfax. That's what I was going for, kind of a break from the norm. And most of the rescue paint schemes that you're going to see are the ones that are influenced from the later versions, which are like the blue and gold, the ones that you see in like the Marvel Cinematic Universe look, if you will. So I'm just doing lighter and lighter tones of gray, just to kind of get that like not quite metallic look, but more like it is like a solid metal, with like weird light sheens on it. Not quite highlighting. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't have, like, I'm not like a super set up with streaming yet. Don't have like a bunch of, you know, weight screens or anything like that, but I'll get there eventually. Mostly I'm trying to do the painting stuff and keeping myself kind of honest with the painting that I want to do, kind of thing. Just kind of keeping me going there. Just kind of pretty much like, so I have a schedule set for myself. And I'm like, okay, this is my time to, you know, I'm kind of forced to paint. Because it really is something super fun to do. I just, sometimes you just get, you know, oh, you know, today's been a busy day, blah, blah, blah. I'll just put it off till tomorrow. And then you just never get any painting done. And it's not where you want to be, I guess. Painting's one of those things where, like, especially when you have all these miniatures in the kind of the backlog, like if you just don't do it, then the goal gets further and further away, because you'll go to the store, you'll look online, you'll be like, oh, look at this shiny thing I want to get, and you'll get it, and you'll never get it to the paint table, kind of thing. So that's what I'm doing here. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are doing great, having fun. Anybody getting into anything? I always thought it was weird that, like, the Iron Man armor had, like, these abs things. Because, like, it's not necessarily like it's not like Tony has these specific abs, and that those plates are, like, following along his ab lines. Like, they're just kind of there. Hellboy, okay, just saw a friend in from Montana. Oh, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hope your friends' travels are good, and you know, whatnot. Especially, you know, nowadays with making sure, you know, gotta stay safe when you travel and all that jazz. Hellboy comics. Actually, I tried to get into the Hellboy comics a while back. Um, and like that I love the 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 aesthetic of them, and um, the storyline of them, but couldn't stick with it, I guess. It's pretty good stuff though. I do like the Cthulhu mythos, that how all the Hellboy stuff is pretty much based off of. There's a lot of good material out there, and Hellboy's one of them. I think so. I subscribe to it comes with Amazon Prime, the Comixology stuff. So I was thinking about, I think some of the Hellboy stuff's on there, and I was thinking about picking back up and reading it, because that's honestly, like, as someone who's collected comic books a good bit in the past, like it's so hard to keep up with all the story arcs that you eventually want to read, because especially like Marvel comic books, they all tie in together. Yeah, there's a certain set that are like Prime available, I think, and I even think that there's some on the Prime books, like the actual Kindle app too. So to take a look, and you might be able to read certain comics just for free. Well, not free, but with your Prime. And then I think there's a whole nother set that if you subscribe to the Comixology stuff, it opens up the library even more. Like there's a bunch that are, I guess, behind the Comixology wall, if you will. I believe that's how it works. And if you're a Marvel fan, doesn't come with Prime or anything, but the Marvel Unlimited is kind of their product for reading comics online. I think they withhold some of the latest and greatest stuff off of it, but it's still like a vast library of Marvel comics, and they've worked real hard to put some of the classics and older content on there. It's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, so and that's one of the reasons why I like some of the digital stuff, is like it's actually harder and harder to find some of the older comics that you might like, especially like ones that are more recent and would have just been like ordered in a particular quantity and just sold out, and then not pitched again for a second run, unless it was via a one of the compendiums or something that was put together, one of the trade paperback ones, that kind of puts together 5 to 10 comics, or 4 depending. So Marvel likes to do 4 a lot. But yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I like the digital offerings, is because I can just go read some of the stuff that you can't get your hands on unless you want to spend a pretty penny. And also, like, it takes up a lot of space. Like, I got a bit, like, over there in the corner, I got a big stack of comic boxes. That's like, after you collect for a while, you're just you don't get overwhelmed necessarily, but you're like, I have so many comics and it takes up so much space. So I don't like the way this is looking. I like the way some of this is looking, but this leg right here is bugging me. I have to fix him. Oh, hello. This is my cat, Madison. She's a good kitty. Hi. She loves to jump on me when I'm working on stuff. Whether it's painting or work for work, like developing. You know. In general. Anytime I'm doing anything. She's a good kitty, though. Hey, girl. Hi. Yeah. Doing okay? You being silly? Yeah. No, you can't hide under my arm right now. I need it. You're going to anyway? Alright, so I think this is looking how I want it. I'm gonna try to hit it one more time with gusto. If this wet palette would work. I know. Don't eat Iron Man. Yes, hello. My goodness, kitty. So, I want the brightness of this color that I put down. I don't want it to like look true, like it just kind of is jumping out. So I'm kind of going back with that mid-tone that I had. And it's not a wet blend because that paint's dry now, but I'm kind of refilling in. It's like a weird paint by numbers. You go dark, then you go a little bit lighter, then you go a little bit lighter, then I'm coming back with that mid-tone to kind of make those transition areas a little more blendy, if you will. Yes, hello. Yes, you're a good kitty. What's up? She likes to hide under my arm for some reason. I'm not sure why. If you're talking, I can't hear you. These headphones are loud. Are you talking? No? I'm surprised these lights aren't too bright for you. Normally don't like it so bright. You got a little eye crusty. There you go. You gonna lay down? No? You can if you want to. Hmm? Have to fix my wet palette again. It's driving me nuts. Had it perfect. And then last 2 times I've put my parchment paper down, it just doesn't want to cooperate for some reason. We'll figure it out. Won't we? I'm gonna have to touch up that paint. Hi. Yes, I know. So with Marvel kind of taking off in the TV area with WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, I'm pretty excited. Hoping that means that, you know, other exciting things are on the way. What you doing? You trying to nose Iron Man? Do you like the Iron Man? He's no Iron Kitty. Are you Iron Kitty? No. Don't. Just like, don't be dumb. Why being dumb? Okay. I think that'll kind of do it for this set. Oh, gotta do the ham hocks over here. Did I say ham hocks? Awesome. Where you going? Hello. What you doing, girl? Don't chew on me. Yeah, gonna sit down? Okay. What, now you stood back up? Being silly. Oh, are we purring? Uh-oh. Oh, we're purring. Yes, I see. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Just let me get through this part like I eat some scrubbins. We're no longer a painting stream, we are a kitty stream. Kitty stream, all kitties all the time. Your cat fur is all on my drying towel. Hello. There you go. Is that better? Cheers to me, Addison. You're shedding like fierceness. Kitty ears. Word. What's your fur? Shedding all over the place. Come on. Oh, Kind Mind, thank you very much for the follow. How's it going? I was painting, but I have a kitty. Alright, back to painting and not shedding fur everywhere. Oh, getting a kitten. Alright. Kittens are fun. They're very fun. They're very mischievous. They like to get into things. But they're very fun. Alright. So I want to test this. So this is a Pro Acryl. So I've got this nice rose, but I don't want to like cause issues. But this is a Pro Acryl translucent, and what it does is it covers over something and kind of pops. But if I don't want, again, I don't want this model to be that candy, that normal candy red. So I want to see what it's gonna do here. It's not quite a wash, it's not quite an ink, but let's see if it'll make this color pop. If it doesn't, then we're gonna back off of it. Let's just put it in an inconspicuous place down here. And we can cover back over. Alright, now we're gonna let that dry. I fear that that's gonna be a bit more red than I wanted it to be. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to do. It's going to make it a little too red. So we'll let that dry and then we'll cover it back up. Oh, thank you very much. I've been painting for 4 or 5 years now in the miniature area. I previously, sorry, I'm just moving my legs, girl. Oh, bye. Previously had painting experience and like just, you know, painting stuff on canvases here and there, and not a ton of like trained painting outside of I used to do painting for a family business, little wooden miniature stuff and things like that. So I've had experience for a while, but nothing like this. So about 5 years ago, I picked up some War Machine and Hordes, and just started into that hobby and started painting there. So, thank you. Yeah. What are you coming in for, Kind Mind? Hopefully, I don't know where we got you from, like where you came from, to hit this channel. But I'm glad you're here. I paint on Mondays. Usually it's 10:30 Eastern to about midnight or so. I've been trying to find another time to paint so that I paint twice a week on stream. We'll see where that goes. Actually, I don't know. That red translucent might actually be a good way to get some of the shadow tones that I've been wanting to do on the armor. Oh, Star Wars, okay. Nice. That's awesome. Well, if you got like a Instagram or whatever, and you want to link it on the chat, please do. As long as it's, you know, safe for work kind of stuff. With your, if you have any of your Star Wars stuff out there. Huge Star Wars fan. Play X-Wing and miniatures game. And yeah, just watch all the movies all the time, and I've gotten recently into learning Armada, Haven't really had like a big, game with it or anything, but learned some of it. And some friends of mine are wanting me to learn Legion, so the board game section. Oh, okay. Oh, Baby Yoda. Yeah. Yeah. So, Yodataco has kind of been a name for me for a long time. So yeah. I've always been a huge fan of wise old Yoda and his crazy ways. Yeah, kind of like this translucent red. Not everywhere, but like in a few places where it makes sense, like where it might be a little darker. Yeah. So I'm really enjoying the Pro Acryl paints. They're pretty awesome. They have a pretty good line. I'm probably gonna keep working with them on things. I've recently done an experiment with the translucent paints on Doc and it worked out pretty well. They had different layers of yellow colors, and then I put the yellow translucent over it and made it pop really well. Oh, Varega. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I'm painting Iron Man from Marvel Crisis Protocol. Oh, thank you so much. He's so I'm painting him in the kind of rose and metallic silver color of Rescue, the original Rescue in the comics. I wanted something different than just the hot rod red and golds of the regular Iron Man that everybody's been doing. So I think it's coming out okay, not too terrible. Right now, so I've got this kind of rose golds metallic already on them. And right now I'm just kind of going through and using this Pro Acryl red translucent to kind of give it like just kind of a different sheen in locations where the light might not be. Just kind of like a little bit of a darker tone, but not necessarily a wash or anything like that. Just kind of giving it a different flair in different locations. But yeah, welcome. Thank you. Hopefully everybody's having a great night. Varega, am I saying that right? Varega, where are you coming in from? What interests you? Okay, Marvel Champions. Okay, yeah, yeah. Marvel Champions is the card game. That's a fun game. It's very so I've played LCGs for a long time. Huge fan of Netrunner and the like. Um, and I've played a lot of the Lord of the Rings card game co-op wise. Usually more of a competitive gamer, but I also like co-ops too. And so like we had a good group going for Lord of the Rings for a while, and we've recently been playing some Arkham Horror, but I do have Marvel Champions, and that's a pretty good game too. I like, so Marvel Champions, I believe, is being helmed by the same people that made same people that ran the run on Lord of the Rings. So I'm happy with the team that's making it, and a lot of the mechanics are it's like a cross between Arkham Horror and Lord of the Rings, so I can't complain about the mechanics. One thing I loved from Lord of the Rings and Arkham Horror though was the storytelling aspect. And that's one thing that I kind of wish Marvel Champions kind of had with it a little bit more. Was a bit more of a storyline. Like, you can play the scenarios out and they're great, but I almost want to see like some sort of like progression, a little more closer to Arkham Horror. I'm sure they'll do some stuff like that though. Nice, yeah. If you haven't played Arkham Horror, I'd definitely recommend it. Try to read a rulebook for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Oh, come on, Ando. No, Ando. If you can learn X-Wing, buddy, trust me, you can learn Crisis Protocol. You will be fine. Crisis Protocol is slightly more complicated than sorry about that, that's my dogs in the background. It's slightly more complicated than X-Wing maybe, but the premise is still about the same. You're playing on a 3x3 mat, and it's not like Warhammer or anything like that where you're gonna have a giant set of rules for specifically your army. So trust me, I bet you could learn it. Guardians expansion, yeah, I've been wanting to get that one. Guardians of the Galaxy are some of my favorite characters. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie, although not super true to the comics, was one of my favorite Marvel MCU movies. So, I love the stylization of it and the way it played out and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was definitely planning on getting it. Just haven't quite done so yet. I had to buy all the recent X-Wing expansions, things like that. Unfortunately, they gotta make sure to in our hobbies, gaming and media consumption and the like, comic books and that kind of stuff can get expensive, and you gotta rotate them, I guess, if you will. Okay, so they do a progression in that box. Okay, nice. Okay, awesome. Yeah, yeah, that's the only thing that I really am missing from uh, Champions is the um, the two big boxes. So, Street Masters. What's Street Masters? I don't think I've heard of that one. All right. I think most of that's done. But the only thing I think I want to do more on the armor is maybe come in with some like ink, some actual ink, and like kind of paint in some lines maybe. That might be fun to do. Can I get like I don't want to do comic book style per se. I like the more realistic style, not Marvel Cinematic Universe-esque, but like taking the comic book style and making it a little more realistic, I guess, if you will. Crud. Look at me. I done goofed. It's the great thing with painting, though. It can always be fixed. Cool, cool. All right. So, now, the only thing to do is to find out what Rescue's colors are in the like the lit up areas. Let's see if I can find. I don't have anything up right now. Stay right there, Iron Man. No, I don't want the blue and gold armor. That is the movies. Well, in later comics. Alright, so it looks like it's kind of whitish bluish. Yeah. Alright, so I'll have to go with like a light blue kind of thing. Okay. Alright, so first, what I'm going to do is lay down a little bit of this. My cat fur is everywhere. So I only want this glow here for the arc reactor area. Gonna have to get like a handheld vacuum cleaner after this place. Good lord. Alright. I think that's good enough right there. Stream is a big box Kickstarter board game, arena fighting game. Okay, versus oh, okay, cool. Okay, Streets. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I think I remember something like that, or maybe it might have been that one. That's cool. Yeah, I do. I used to love the old school Streets of Rage games. So that's pretty cool. I've been playing. So I love card games, and I've been playing some universes lately with Universal Fighting System card game stuff. And that's pretty neat. So if you like fighting game stuff, check that out from Jasco Games. It's like playing a fighting game, but not on on a console or whatnot. Just it's a card game back and forth. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Do you know if it has a retail now, or is it just the Kickstarter stuff? Because sometimes Kickstarters go to retail, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, but they go later, kind of thing. I need you. Just Kickstarter. Okay. I'll have to look it up. All right. So what I want. So this is a Minotaur color. This is called Plasma Fluid, but I don't want that. I don't want it that blue. I want it lighter than that. So I'm gonna take my mixing brush, old crusty here, pick up some of this gray, and hopefully get what I want. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if that works. Don't want to use this brush. Not for this part. Let's go with... not you. That's a 4. I want the 2. Yeah. Alright. Now then. Alright, we'll come back to that. Now I need something with a very tiny point. You'll do. try and do this first then, because I don't know if that's going to show up the way we want it. Perfect. That's what I want. Yep. Alright. Now let's do that on the other side. Oh yeah, since I've kind of built the painting racks and everything, it's been much easier for me to just kind of keep at it and do what I need to do. It's so much better to find the paints I'm looking for and keep everything organized. I love it. It's and the racks themselves weren't super expensive, so that's also great. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. So Varega, do you paint? Oh, you used to? Okay. That's understandable. It's understandable. I mean, when you move cross country, you know, sometimes you can't take everything with you, or, you know, or sometimes you move into a space that's smaller, so you can only take some things, or you have to store some things. So that's completely understandable. And painting itself can take up a lot of space, especially depending on what you're painting. I've got a bunch of space just devoted to these guys that I haven't broken out of their boxes yet. Put them together and started painting them. So I completely understand that. Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn, yeah. That was the Kickstarter, right? I think who did that? Was that Steamforged Games? Might have been Steamforged. I can't remember who did that. But yeah, I wanted to kickstart that, but just those, you gotta make decisions. There's so many Kickstarters, and I pretty much kickstart every Zombicide game there is. So sometimes the CMON, the timing for CMON can be rough, because I want to kickstart something else, but I can't because here comes Zombicide. Steamforged, yeah. Oh, the game is mediocre? Oh, that's sad to hear. But yeah, Steamforged is always really good at their minis. They're all they're all one solid piece, so sometimes it can be hard to paint, but they are usually really good with the way they do their minis. The sculpts and whatnot are usually really good. Yeah, but that's sad to hear that the game is mediocre. What about it is mediocre to you? if I may ask. Okay, I'll check out Street Masters. The game kind of sounds up my alley. Is Street Masters co-op at all? Because I do like playing co-op adventure style or mission style games, like Zombicide and things like that. And I really love story-based RPG light stuff like Gloomhaven. I'm excited for Frosthaven when it lands. Can't wait for that. Oh yeah, that blue is coming good. Coming through good. Look at that. Try to get points for your kills and your reach. Oh, okay. Rules are not well. Yeah, it's co-op. Okay. Okay, so it's one of those. So Horizon is more like a like you're just trying to get points for the things that you're doing. You know, the most kills or the most hunt kills or whatever, right? Or stuff like that. Different things probably give you different points. I'm guessing. I think I've seen games kind of like that. Yeah, those can get, without like a very unique twist. Those can get, like, oh, I've seen this formula before kind of thing. I'm just kind of walking around the board trying to be the best that I can be and get the most points and fill in a win kind of thing. No cap. Oh, okay, so it's not well balanced. Yeah, that can really kill a game sometimes. Especially if you get in your gaming group has that, maybe that one like uber competitive guy or girl that are just they always want to win, so they're always picking whatever character identity that it is that is the hardest one to lose with kind of thing, and I can see that. Yeah. Oh, all right. Alright. I think that's looking okay so far. Still got to get his palm reactor. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's getting there. What does everybody think? Not too terrible? Filling the backing for the palm reactor here. Pretty story-based campaign. Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds right up my alley. I do like I like games with character progression, kind of RPG light, if you will. So love that kind of co-op, team-based work. I especially love stuff that has character progression and permanence. It's I have a love so a love hate. Well, I love Gloomhaven, but the one aspect of Gloomhaven that I know it's integral to the way Gloomhaven plays and everything and whatnot, but it kind of annoys me. Is that you have to at some point get rid of your character and start a new one. So I'm just gonna have to touch that up with the other paint, but that's it's an amazing game, so I can't really fault it for one of its mechanics that's like that. And this is when I regret putting the figure on the base before painting. Okay, it's not that terrible, but still. Alright, that's not bad. 55, nice. That's a good chunk of Gloomhaven right there. Did you ever get into the Jaws of the Lion stuff? It's it was an interesting thing to get into if you'd already played Gloomhaven some, because it's it's kind of like a learn how to play Gloomhaven before you start actually playing the Jaws of the Lion. There's like a demo, I guess. It's like intro scenarios, if you will, for Jaws of the Lion. So right, that's true, Ando. Your enhancement stick, so which is good, and it does party up your party. Your group is kind of longevity kind of thing. Yeah. I like the story of Jaws of the Lion a lot. It's Jaws of the Lion's pretty tight, and I love the fact that I don't have to dig for a billion things to set it up. I can't remember if Frosthaven's going to come with a book like that. I thought there was a announcement that there was going to be an option to buy it, but we'll see. Right. Okay. Well, once the book hits, I'll probably buy it. Just because the ease of just flipping to the page. And yeah, there's the other book that you have to match up sometimes, but still, way easier than digging for map tiles. Which that's I love Imperial Assault and Descent, second edition, which I'm definitely getting the third. It's not technically the third edition. It's the whatever the new edition's name is. I'm definitively getting that when it comes out. One of the things that I dislike about those games is that they take so long to set up. Like, just forever to set up a scenario. Yeah, Redguard is really fun. There's just so many fun things you can do with it. Oh look, I'm way over here now. Just for reasons. Don't try and stop me. I'll do what I want. Redguard. Alright, I think it's... get one more layer of this in here. little bit in here. Perfect. All right. Now we need to do some touch-up. A little bit past midnight. That's okay. We got started late. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this wet palette again. Crisis Protocol is super fun, and it's made by the same guys that worked with War Machine and Hordes for a while. Which War Machine and Hordes was essentially, outside of X-Wing, was my first like hobby minis game. X-Wing, I guess hobby, but it's not painting hobby unless you want to repaint stuff. So, and I've done some repaints before. Like this is where are you at, camera? This is the Type Bomber that I repainted for. I wanted the. I live in North Carolina, and the Charlotte Football Club is coming for MLS, and I wanted to make a Charlotte FC based TIE Bomber for some reason. So I did this, but outside of like repaints of things, there's not a ton of hobby to X-Wing. Oh, so to Ando, like it really is like what I would do. Oh, you lived in North Carolina once? It's not a bad state. It's a bit hot. Hot and humid. That's the last of my beer. Not the last beer I have. I got more, but that's the last of that beer. But yeah, it really, so Ando, like the Crisis Protocol is not, how do I put it? Once you start, it's one of those games where once you start playing it, it's things start clicking and you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. It reads like it's difficult. But it's not. Like, it's not much more difficult than X-Wing. There's only so many actions you can take. There's only so many types of actions you can do. The main difficulty with it is that unlike X-Wing, there's no generics. So it's not like you just have a ship or like a character that doesn't have some sort of special abilities or special way it plays. So there's a bit more game knowledge that you'll need to have of the characters per se, and what they can do. But that comes over time, just like any, just like with X-Wing, you have to learn what the pilots do. There's just a little bit more of that up front with learning what the characters do. It's really not terribly difficult to learn. And I know you're a smart guy. You can learn it. Let's see. Jacksonville. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Raleigh's not a bad area. I go there for some major X-Wing tournaments sometimes. It's that's where the crates are too. So those crazy crates. Yeah, exactly, Ando. Exactly. One of the things that I would recommend is like, there's like, I'll see if I can find it and I'll link it to you. There's a few like learn like how to play videos on YouTube. It's not too terrible. And then there's what I like to do is I like to watch the Crisis Protocol bat reps. That some of them are not great, but some of them are pretty good, and they'll show you like the quirks. You start to learn, actually without playing the characters, you start to learn what the characters do, which is kind of neat. that's one thing I like about the bat reps, and especially now in COVID times, it's easier to watch a bat rep than it is to go get a game with somebody. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. Raleigh's not bad. Bunch of college kids there, but I mean, you can't complain about that. There's a bunch of colleges around, so makes for a lot of fun areas though. There's a lot of game stores in the area because there's a lot of colleges. But yeah, if Crate Cup comes around, you gotta swing down and or east or wherever to go to Crate Cup. Got to get you a team going. Maybe it'll be back next year. I'll probably plan on going to Nova next year as well. Nova, Crate Cup, Worlds if they ever have it again. I'm hoping they'll do Worlds. I'm guessing if they do, it'll be in Seattle. And I hope they don't coincide it with War Machine weekend, because that would just be a lot of things in that area at the same time. Also, that'd be kind of a mean thing to do. Kind of like take on their old company, their old stomping ground with a different game. Okay, let's see if there's any other areas that need touch up. Then I think we're almost done with this. Outside of, I might come back and hit him up with some inking in certain areas just to kind of make those areas pop, at least transition wise. But I don't know, that feels very comic book style, and I wasn't necessarily going for specifically comic book style here. I have to finish the base too. That is one thing I need to do. All right. Cool. What do you guys think? Not too terrible. Thank you. Yeah, I'll get him based and we'll call him done after I get these base parts done. Thank you. Yeah. This stuff is, I'll show it to you again. This stuff is like magic. When you want like a glowing blue, you just mix it in with some like a different tone, like a gray or something like that. It's called plasma fluid. It's good stuff. Send it to you. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, but yeah, Ando, I think Crisis Protocol is actually on Tabletop Simulator, so we could try and load that up and flail about with it and see if we can get a learning game. I've only played like I've only played like kind of on my own kitchen table kind of thing. So actually it'd be kind of good to get games that are with people outside of just me playing on the kitchen table. So we could probably learn it that way. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, then we'll find some time and throw together, see if we can get like a learning thing going. I think that'd be fun. Oh, it's got scripting. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, I've got the mod too for it. I'd definitely be down for playing it, if you ever wanted to. We could take like there's like the base rule book or whatever that's there's the rule book that comes in the core box. It has like a basic setup kind of thing, and then there's like actual rules on how to set up in the rule book that's online. So okay, Varega, thanks very much for hanging out with us. I'm actually calling it net right now, and gonna work on basing him sometime later, and we'll hopefully I'll definitely be back next Monday. Thank you very much for joining us. Thanks everybody who all followed, and who all joined me. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back on definitely next Monday, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM. And I want to try to get another time to paint during the week. Just probably later in the week. I'm not sure what day, but it'll probably be around the same time, 10:30 at night. So, all right. Thank you guys very much, and thanks for hanging out, and thanks for joining me. And until then, everybody have fun. Later.